Welcome back to SOS Stacey on Sports Podcast Show. This is our 2023 end of the year recap. I am your host, Sha'Carri II, joined by Noah Urrutia, the Korrea Lewis, and returning for the final episode of the year, Matt Huff. How y'all doing?
Solid, man. Just staying busy and excited to get this episode on the road, man. It's my first time. This is my debut on this one. So, yeah, excited.
Oh, yeah. Got a nice one. Matt, what's up?
Not much. Doing good.
Korrea, what's up?
What's up, everybody? What's up, Stacey? Looking forward to this end of the year special.
Oh, yeah, we doing it again. Last year, our episode was a major success, even though we were hounded by South Carolina Gamecock fans on Twitter. But it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. So just like last year, we just going to recap the year in sports 2023. We're going to have our best male athlete of the year, best female athlete of the year, what the hell moment, and what we looking forward to in 2024. But let's just start the episode with the biggest moment to us in 2023 in sports. Korrea, what were your biggest moment or moments this year?
So, Stacey, I would say that one of the biggest moments for me would have to, and I don't know if you're going to agree, but it would have to be the obviously this year's NBA championship, which was the Nuggets and the Heat. So I would have to say that was one of the biggest moments. I said one of the biggest moments because, there's many other moments, big moments that's happened in the league and everywhere. But I would say that it would have to be for me the Nuggets and the Heat. It's one of them.
Matt, we haven't heard from you in a long time. Go ahead and start us off. What was your biggest moment in the year in sports? I think I know one of them at least.
Oh, yeah. I got to bring up my Denver Nuggets winning their first title in NBA. First time in 47 years. Nikola Jokic bringing home the title along with Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, and them boys. Yeah, we got the job done. Denver's been kind of title town the last couple of years with the Avalanche and whatnot also. So that has to be, at the top of my list for me. Another one, obviously, the Super Bowl is a big moment every year, even though the Chiefs won. It's still a big moment. And then I'm going to throw a kind of a sleeper in here. Victor Wembanyama going number one to the San Antonio Spurs. If there's anyone who knows how to develop, great big men with potential, it's Greg Popovich. So those are kind of my biggest moments of the year for sports.
Noah, what were your biggest moments? Where were your biggest moments of the year this year in 2023?
For sports, I gotta mention the Rangers winning their first World Series ever in franchise history. Like that's I was happy to. I'm not even a Rangers fan, but I love to see that happen. Corey Seager winning all that. They definitely earned that one. I don't know if you guys watched the World Baseball Classic this year too, but that was fun to watch with Japan and USA battle it out in that championship matchup with Trout and Ohtani being the last out. Oh my God. That was pretty insane to watch. So those were definitely some standout moments for me this year.
Nice. I like the World Baseball Classic. I like showing baseball some love. I like that. I had a couple moments. My first one was February 7, 2023. LeBron passing up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to become the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, a record that stood for 39 years and people thought would never, ever be broken, given Kareem's greatness and longevity. I believe he played like 19, 20 seasons. And for LeBron to break that record and continue to pile on that record, going to probably 40,000 points before, he calls it a career, it's just amazing. And it's a testament to his greatness, his longevity, his will, his intelligence, etc. You can say what you want about the man, but the record speaks for itself. Another big moment for me was the NCAA Women's Championship game between Iowa and LSU. That game broke records. 9.9 million viewers that game, shattered every women's record. Of course, the two stars in the game were Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Angel Reese had a double-double, 15 and 10. Caitlin Clark had 30 points, but LSU pulled out the victory, scored 102 points, triple digits, which was never seen in the Final Four, never seen in the championship. That game was nuts. The energy of that game was crazy. And then, of course, Angel Reese hit Caitlin Clark with the "you can't see me," hit her with her own celly. So that catapulted both women to being future stars in the WNBA in 2024. Caitlin Clark might be the number one overall pick. Angel Reese had become an endorsement queen, signing a deal with Reebok and et cetera. So those are the two biggest moments for me.
Very nice.
And then one moment I didn't mention was Deion Sanders making his debut at Colorado. Everybody was going crazy. Everybody was going crazy about that. Colorado last year finished 1-12. 1-12. So it couldn't get no better than that. Deion and those boys, they end up winning 4 games. They lost 8 of their last 9 games, but just to see the excitement around one program that's been in the basement for years, it was just great. And then now they going on to the Big 12 from the Pac-12. I think they were in the Big 12 before. I'm not sure, but they going on, and then we gonna see what they gonna do. They landed I think the number 1 offensive lineman in the country. So it's coming up. Colorado's coming up. So those were my big moments. Any comments on those?
Coach Prime.
Yeah.
You see that they're coming out with a documentary with him about that now?
He got like few documentaries out.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but yeah. I saw like on, I think it was like Amazon or something, that they had like, there's this documentary called Coach Prime that's about all that. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, good for Colorado. Boulder, I'm not huge on like college football a whole lot, but that made it more fun to watch for me on that team. Like they're fun to watch. So yeah.
Yeah, they were fun, at least offensively. Matt, you know, you're closer. You're in the mountain region. What were your thoughts on Colorado this year with Deion?
I think just the spark and energy he brought to that program, it was electric. You know, it's like, yeah, I know the record's not great and whatnot, but that doesn't mean, you know, to say next year or the year after, you know, they can't be a top dog, you know. So I think the future is bright with Deion at the helm still.
Oh yeah, definitely bright, definitely bright. Hey, let's go ahead and move on to our male athlete of the year. Who is the male athlete of the year in your mind, Korrea?
Well, there's a few people in mind. But I'm just gonna say 2. But this may be a surprise to you, but I'm gonna switch things up a bit here. But I would say one of the players that I'll go for is, and please excuse me, I cannot pronounce his name, but he is a Serbian and he's a tennis player, and his name is Novak.
Oh, okay, I know you're talking Novak Djokovic.
There you go.
Djokovic. Yeah.
There you go. And so basically, he's had a great season playing tennis and everything. And he's pretty popular, obviously, you know, he's well known for what he does, you know, he's, you know, an amazing player, really goes off on the court. And basically his season record stands at 33-5, which is an 86.8 win percentage. And he's won a few of the Opens. He's won French Open and the Australian Open and the Adelaide International. Excuse me. I think that's maybe around very similar. But basically, he basically like was the 23 major honor overall. And so basically, you know, he's been compared with Rafael Nadal, which I love that guy. But he's been compared with him, and basically he's overtook his record of 22. And so you know, basically like I would say that he's one of the best players because he's really like, you know, balled out on the court, really, you know, showed up. And so I have like respect for that guy. And so I'll say like he is one of the male athletes of the year in my opinion. And another guy that, has been the highlight lately of everything, well, not everything, but just in the baseball world, is Shohei Ohtani. I cannot say his name either, but excuse me, I'm so tired right now. But basically, as you guys know, the Dodgers just picked him up about a week ago. Very exciting for us. And he's Japanese, and basically, he is one of the best players in the league. In my opinion, he's pretty good at being a pitcher and everything. And like we had talked about in our previous episode last week, I'm just really excited to see what this guy is going to bring to the Dodgers. And he's definitely going to bring us victory and success. So yeah, I definitely feel like those two guys are the male athletes of the year for me.
Shout out to Novak Djokovic. He deserves some recognition. Very dominant this year. I watched a couple of his matches, including championship. Dude's a beast on tennis. Mm-hmm. Probably the best male tennis player of all time. I grew up watching Roger Federer and Nadal, that matchup.
Woo. Yep, and Andre Agassi too.
Yeah, Novak just, I don't know. I think he probably got it. I think he got it over them. Matt, start us off. Who's on your list?
I got none other than the big man, Nikola Jokic. Yeah. You bring a title to a team that has never won a championship. You win the finals MVP. You put up historic playoff numbers. You average nearly a triple-double in the finals. I mean, I don't know what else you can do. And now you're having another MVP-like campaign this regular season. So me, call me biased or whatnot, but I've got to give it to my man, Nikola Jokic.
Oh, deservingly so. I think he's unguardable. Like, what can you do? He's at that point there's nothing you can do. You just don't have to
get refs to throw him out, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only way you can stop him. Throw him out the game. Give him 2 texts. Noah, who's your male athlete of the year?
Well, you mentioned it earlier and proved my point on this one. I got to give it to LeBron. Passing Kareem's record is a pretty big deal, and talk about setting a legacy. For him being the oldest player in the league too, and still balling out at that skill level, it's impressive to me. So I got to give it to him.
Okay, that was a bit of a surprising answer right there. I didn't see that coming. No, I like it. I like the different opinions on this show. I said my male athlete of the year, and I had him last year, Shohei Ohtani. Once again, won the MVP, 44 home runs, 304 batting average. And then this man signs a 10-year, $700 million contract. And he ain't even have to go nowhere. Like Noah said last week, he just had to hop on the highway, probably the 405. I don't know which one goes from Anaheim to Dodger Stadium. But he got on the highway and got $700 million. Man.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's a pretty great year for him. So I got Shohei Ohtani. And as an honorable mention, I said Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I like that one.
My honorable mention was Tyreek.
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill. It sucks because I wanted to give it to the end of the year, see what his numbers and what he reached. But I still think as far as what he's done this year is just unreal, unbelievable pace.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Man, I know you're not a big baseball guy, but I know you at least know who Shohei Ohtani is. How do you feel about that whole thing?
I think it's insane. Again, maybe I'm out of my realm here, but Ohtani, I think he has the potential when it's all said and done, maybe go down as the greatest of all time, possibly. Well-deserved contract, even though he went to the Dodgers. My Rockies are still in the basement, unfortunately. But, and what's crazy about that is he deferred some of that money so they can still continue to put talent around him. That's what's crazy to me about that. So, I think that also speaks to his character. And, I think, we've never seen anything like this in forever. So.
All right. Right. Oh, he's gonna be a billionaire by the time he's done. By the time he's done, he's gonna be a billionaire. All right. Those are our male athlete of the year. Let's go to the female athlete of the year. We always got to show the ladies some love. We got to show them some love. The ladies been balling out this year, but only a few could stand out on this show. So, Korrea, who you got for female athlete of the year?
Okay, so you may agree with me here. This may be pretty obvious, but for my female athlete of the year, Stacey, I'm gonna go with, Sha'Carri Richardson. So, that girl, as you know, she's from LSU, but she's super bad. She's a great athlete. She's very fast runner. She's got a lot of potential. And yeah, I mean, I could see her doing big things, with sports and, also like in her life. And she's very young, she's younger than me. She's like in her mid 20s, so like around 23, 24. So I mean, like, she is honestly great at what she does. And like, basically, like, for her season, she has performed so well that she got an award, obviously. She got the Jackie Joyner Kersey Female Athlete Award. And so she recently received that award. And she claimed the bronze in the 200 at the World Athletes Championship, as you know. And she became the first American woman to receive a medal in both sprints, the 100 and also the 200, which is pretty cool, pretty amazing. And Carmelita Jeter, she took the gold and silver medal in 2011. And so basically, that is, that is like some old stats, but with Richardson, it's more recent. And I do feel like she has, like I said moments ago, she has a lot of potential, and I see her doing big things. She's very fast. She's an amazing athlete, and I wouldn't be surprised if she gets any more successes in her future. So she's definitely my female athlete of the year. And then a second one that I would pick, that I have in mind, would be Coco Gauff. And she's actually the world's highest paid female athlete.
Let's go, Coco.
Yes. And so she is the highest paid athlete so far in 2023, which is amazing. $23 million, she's only 19 years old. So that is pretty sick. That's pretty amazing. And she's also a tennis player, of course. And, she is, she still has a lot, obviously a lot to do in the tennis world. She's, like I said, she's 19, so she's still got a long way for her. So that's amazing for her. And yeah, like, she went off in the US Open, and also her first Grand Slam title. But yeah, she's done some good things off the court as well. And she reached the world, which breaking the like a record. So she was like number 3 ranking, and she took home 4 titles. And so that is pretty big. And she also sponsors a few things outside of the tennis world. She sponsors with boys, which, the speakers. She sponsors the Ray-Ban glasses, and a couple other organizations. So yeah, those 2 ladies are magnificent, and they're great. Their athleticism is amazing. So yeah, I'm definitely going to look out for them in the future and see what else that they're going to bring. And they're just going to bring a lot of greatness. So hopefully they keep that up over the years. And they're still very young too, so they do still have a
Oh
lot.
yeah, oh yeah. They still got a lot ahead of them, a lot of real estate ahead of them.
Yep.
Matt, who is your female athlete of the year?
But I gotta show track and field some love. Mine is Sha'Carri Richardson. You know,
Yes.
say what you will about the attitude and whatnot, but the results speak for themselves. She had a nice little comeback. She's still, I don't think I've ever seen anyone run as fast as she has before. Or, and she just has that little swagger that, I feel like track and field's kind of been missing since, Usain Bolt was in his prime. So I personally like it, so just, all in all, I got to give it to Sha'Carri for my female athlete of the year.
Great choice. Great choice. Noah, who is your female athlete of the year?
All right. My female athlete of the year has got to go to Simone Biles. And mainly because she won her 8th U.S. gym title this year, which broke a 90-year record, for that being said. And I just think for her to accomplish such a feat at 26 years old and at 4'6" is like pretty insane to me. So I got to give that to her. And Sha'Carri Richardson was a very close first for me. Like I was definitely between those two, but I'm a huge Sha'Carri fan. But I got to give it to Biles, Simone Biles on this one.
Oh yeah, definitely got it. Simone Biles, one of the greatest of all time. And I was Korrea did pick Sha'Carri Richardson too.
Okay.
And deservingly so for her. I mean, after she was heavily criticized a couple years prior, bounced back this year, won, got first place in pretty much everything that she competed in. That was originally my female athlete of the year, but I had to go a different route just for diversity on this show. And I chose Angel Reese. Mm-hmm. Angel Reese balled out, delivered the national title to LSU, led them to 102 points, which was never done before in the national championship game, had 15 points, 10 rebounds, hit Caitlin Clark with her own celebration. And then after that, she made some money, signed a deal with Reebok. She got endorsement deals with companies like Xfinity and Wingstop, getting her bread, and she's only 21, 22 years old.
Crazy.
And then I know she had that whole controversy. She got, she was removed from the team, came back, still balling, still in line to be a top 5 pick in the 2024 WNBA draft. So I had to show her some love. Angel Reese. And my honorable mention was my favorite WNBA basketball player right now, A'ja Wilson.
Yeah.
Did it again. Go Aces. Which I know about the Aces.
Yeah. A'ja was my honorable mention.
There you go. See? Yeah. This is why Matt is great, everybody. This is why Matt is great. Hey, any thoughts on Angel Reese or A'ja Wilson?
I don't know anything about A'ja Wilson, but I will say Angel Reese is good. I also knew about that one girl. I forgot her name. You just mentioned the girl from Iowa.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. Unreal. Like I remember seeing like games of like make it look easy. So like those two girls right there are just dangerous. So yeah. They're both great female athletes, especially the ones that we named. So yeah, it's great to see girls win like that. So I love it.
And I said those two, and I think as long as she stay healthy, Paige Beckers, they're going to usher a new wave in the WNBA. I think they're going to skyrocket that whole league as far as marketability, just being visible. I think they're going to be the ones that set it off. Most shocking upset of the year. Every year in sports is always a shocking moment or two that have us going crazy, have, the news media going crazy. And let's just revisit. What was the most shocking upset for you this year, Korrea?
Well, Stacey, I would say there's a few. Yeah, so I'm not going to say them, but I know that there is like, a good amount of upsets. And I'm pretty sure you can think of a lot. But for me, what stuck out for me, Stacey, is this game that we just had last week. Was it last Monday or Sunday night? It was the Titans and Dolphins game. So that game was pretty intense. And I guess like for me, I feel like I had thought that the Dolphins were going to win that game because, of course, many people thought the Dolphins were going to win, of course, as you know, because Dolphins have a good streak going on. They have something good going. I mean, Ravens are above them, in the conference, and they're most likely going to clinch before the Dolphins do, unless something happens. Ravens are playing right now as we speak, so but I feel like I would have to say it's the Dolphins and Titans game from last Monday. I feel like that game, I didn't expect it to go down the way it did. And the Titans are the first team in NFL ever to overcome a 14-point deficit with under 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. And so they didn't even have to go into overtime or nothing, which was pretty cool. And I would say like the Titans, it was an upset, even though they won, they beat the Dolphins by like a point. Wasn't it like 27-28? I do feel like, that game definitely surprised a lot of people because they didn't expect some people didn't expect the Dolphins to lose, even if it was by a point.
So, Matt, what was your most shocking upset this year?
So I don't know if it's really an upset, I would say, but I would just say, I'd say it's more unexpected. But the World Series in general, I really did not see the Diamondbacks matchup coming at all. And like for the rain, and like Noah said, Rangers bringing home the first title in franchise history. It's just a great story all around. I just like feels like we finally got a little bit of more parity in baseball, which I think is great for the sport. So, again, don't know if that really fits the criteria for an upset, but that's what I'm going to go with because I felt like that was a really great storyline for sports in general.
And I share this with you, and I'm pretty sure Noah feels the same way. The NL, that was shocking. Like, I didn't see the Diamondbacks going that far. I didn't see the Braves. I thought the Braves had it in the bag the whole year. I thought nobody was going to stop them, and they got stopped too by the Phillies. Like, I didn't see that coming. Didn't see the Yankees falling off like that.
Yeah, and that was interesting, man. That was crazy.
But then I also said, when you're the Texas Rangers, you can't spend $800 million and not win it.
Yeah,
like you gotta win it. You gotta win it. Gotta bring it home. But that's a great pick. That's a great pick. Noah, what was your most shocking upset this year?
My most shocking upset this year by far was the Bruins in the first round exit. Lost to the Florida Panthers. That was insane. They set the regular season record for best hockey record in the NHL history. First round exit. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't know. That's the Florida Panthers came out of freaking nowhere, and they were a wild card team. And then they freaking went to the championship. It's like, yeah, that's crazy. So yeah, that's definitely topping my upset of the year.
I forgot all about that. That was shocking too. And then they doing well this year despite losing some of their players. But that's the season that they had to have, and they just they blew it. They blew it. Hey, there's been a couple. They did that against my I ain't got a flag for them, but my Blues back in 2019. They had kind of that same type of team that was up 3-2 in the Stanley Cup, who came back and won in Game 7 in Boston. It was the St. Louis Blues. So just had to bring that up. But my most shocking upset, and let me give y'all a background story. Okay, so you got the NCAA tournament, right? Every year is exciting. College basketball, 68 teams now. Still wish it was 64. Please get rid of that damn play-in game. A few years ago, the 1 seed Virginia lost against the 16 seed. I think it was Lehigh. And you think to yourself, this ain't never going to happen again. The 1 seed is going to learn from this. You don't want to be that 1 seed that loses to the 16 seed. Then we fast forward to this year in 2023, and it happens again. Farley Dickinson beats Purdue. Purdue, who had the National Player of the Year, Zach Edey. Zach Edey in their games had 26 points. They shot terrible. It was an even game, but the difference was FDU had caused 16 turnovers. So, and which included 11 steals. So they was picking their pocket at the guard position. You know, that's always going to lead to easy points in transition. But the fact that it happened again this year, a 1 seed gets knocked off by a team from a small town in New Jersey. You would think everybody pay attention to what happened last year with St. Peter's, went all the way to the Elite Eight. No, FDU does it. They shocked the world. That was shocking to me. I'm starting to wonder, will a 16 seed reach the Final Four? Like, are we getting to that point now?
I think it kind of depends on which college could be a 16 seed, if that makes sense.
It's always going to be these type of schools. It's going to be FDUs and whoever else. Like, do you know it? Do you see it coming?
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely a rare thing to happen, but yeah, I don't know. It's that's something I can't really figure out sometimes. There's just random years where it's like, oh, this team just like gets like the 8. You know, it's weird. I don't know. So
the lowest seed to ever reach the Final Four, I think, was a 10th seed, George Mason.
Oh,
long time ago. I don't know. Like, I'm scared to do the bracket again. I don't know how to do the bracket.
Man,
hey, if MSU gets in, Montana State Bobcats, I might just for the hell of it advance.
It might work out for you.
Yeah,
it might work out for you. I'll give it a shot. You just never know.
What wasn't it? Wasn't it like in the last year's bracket? Wasn't it like Florida Atlantic that made the Final Four or something like that? Like a freaking unknown college like that? Something I've never heard of.
I think so.
Yeah, right. Like
Florida Gulf Coast, wasn't it? What?
Yeah, Florida something.
Florida something. We gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
And then this year, the championship game was between UConn and I think Miami. Who the hell picked that?
For real.
Oh man. See, it's crazy. It's always something happen. I'm pretty sure 2024 is gonna be the same way. Now, let's go on to our what the hell moment of 2023. We started this segment on this show. Like, it's some things that we just scratching our heads. We don't know we can't explain it. What the hell is going on? As Korrea scratches her head right now. You just can't call it. So, Korrea, do you have any what the hell moments? I know you got a few. You got that one team that's in Pittsburgh, and we don't know what the hell going on. Maybe you could talk about them. Maybe it's them. Maybe it's something else. Oh, go ahead and get started.
I have a few. Yeah, it's time for event sesh now. TED Talk.
No.
So what I don't understand, so I have a few. So what I don't understand is how the Steelers, we got rid of Matt Canada, and it's like we started tanking when we got rid of him. And that was like how long ago? Like a few weeks ago, like almost a month now. And since we parted from him, and it's like now we're just tanking really bad. And, it's really frustrating because the offensive line, like our offense is just struggling. We've had this problem for years. And, defense always seems to be our stronghold. But offense is always just been tough for us. And, we have to figure out something because I've been hearing some allegations and rumors that Tomlin is going to get, the sack. So I'm really hoping that, I'm not going to lie. I like Tomlin. I actually have respect for that guy. And I grew up watching him coaching my team, besides, because I know Bill Cowher was, in there before, and then Tomlin took over in 2008 or something like that. But it's just frustrating. It's annoying. It's frustrating. I just feel like we have to do something to change that dynamic, because if we keep having that dynamic in years to come, then we're not going to get anywhere with that. we're not going to get anywhere. And, it's hard to win games when you have the offense just, struggling. And I feel like it's just mostly like the quarterback situation. Our quarterback situation absolutely sucks. It's Kenny Pickett's second year with us, but what really got me bummed out is when he got down, when he got that injury, that ankle injury, and it just really got him down. And, now I'm just like, okay, like, so what do we do next? Like, now what? And I just feel like everything kind of happened all at the same time. And then he got that injury. And then because he got that injury, it's like, it's messing up what's going on. Like I'm gonna be honest, but I just cannot stand these backup quarterbacks. Like we have Trubisky and we have Rudolph, but I've been seeing a lot of Trubisky, but I have not been happy or pleased with what he's been putting into this offense. It's not cool. It's not okay. It's frustrating. And we lost yesterday to the Colts, which I'm not surprised we lost. I expected it. And I also expected us to lose to the Pates too. And it's sad when you know your team is going to lose, when you just get that feeling, when you know they're going to lose instead of like just getting wins. So enough of that, but I had a little rant right there. But another thing too, I was going to say for the what the hell moment is I would have to say that Taylor Swift, first of all, that's what I was gonna say, Stacey. But this whole Taylor Swift thing going on, I don't know what started all this stuff with her, but I know that she's like dating like one of the Kelsey boys, players, whatever. And everything is just kind of like all crazy with that. And, she's attending all the games and whatever. And I tend to notice that the Chiefs tend to be that team that people kind of make fun of because people are making fun of her because, she's going to the games and supporting her man playing, playing with the Chiefs and then you also have, Brittany Mahomes or whatever. People were making her a big deal like a year or two ago. People were making fun of her too. So it's like the Chiefs have this thing where, it's like, these women of these players or whatever, they're just, kind of put in the spotlight a little too much. And, for me, I don't really care. It's whatever. But, they're just kind of talking about them a little bit too much, if that makes sense. But another thing I want to say is earlier in the year, this was pretty early in the year when Pat Bev played for the Lakers. Remember that time when he got like the camera and I guess he was trying to like bring out like a tech file or whatever. And I think it was something to do with like LeBron or something like that. I don't remember. But I would say that is also another what the hell moment this year too that I've seen. There is like a technical foul and basically like, you can get technical fouls in the NBA for kind of anything nowadays. You could get technical fouls for taunting, obviously, for, cursing, obscene type of gestures, whatever the case. But yeah, that game was the Celtics and the Lakers. And it was, I believe, I don't remember if it was a home game for us or if it was an away game. But I just know that Pat Bev, he had a little moment there for a second. And he basically he got called for a late foul on Jaylen Brown. It was like a layup. And basically like what ended up happening a little bit later was the refs, I guess, they had missed like a foul on LeBron and it was like a layup that he was trying to do. And the Lakers should have won that game, but they didn't. So they would have won the game, but, that little mess up kind of, fumbled us over a bit. And so, like, basically, I think that game ended up going into overtime or something, but the Celtics still ended up getting a victory over us. And so, yeah, it was funny at first, honestly. It is actually hilarious. Like Pat Bev, he actually brought a camera out on the court, and he was just kind of like making it a big deal and whatnot. So honestly, I think that was one of the what the heck moments in sports world. So yeah, I have three of them, and yeah, basically I just shared all three of what I think is a what the hell moment. So yeah.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Oh man, the NFL lost their damn minds with the coverage every 5 minutes.
Tell me about it.
Camera, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Kelce, Taylor Swift. If I see one more Kelce, Hurst, Swift picture memes from the Eagles one more time, if I see it one more time, I swear to God. What was the biggest what the hell moment 2023? Matt, what you got?
So I only remember a handful of what the hell moments we did, but the one that still just baffles me to this day, Brandon Miller saying his GOAT of basketball is not Michael Jordan, not LeBron James, not even Kevin Durant or Larry Bird or anyone like that. No, his GOAT is Paul George.
What?
Yeah,
like,
said that.
But, no disrespect to PG. He's got a nice game. He'll be a future Hall of Famer. I get it. But that's who you pick for your greatest of all time. I say, Brandon Miller, you might need drug tested. That's all I'm going to say.
That's a crazy take.
I mean, in his defense, his game is just like Paul George. Matter of fact, most of these Wings games are like Paul George. So.
I get it. But, man, picking Paul George over Michael Jordan or LeBron James is just insane to me.
But but Matt, he's a 2000s baby, so their GOAT is now MJ.
Yeah, but you still got LeBron and Kobe. Come on.
Yeah. Well, he said what he said. As long as he's standing on business, I respect it.
Standing on business.
Yeah, as long as he's standing on business, I respect it. Noah, what was your what the hell moment of 2023?
So this one's this is an interesting one. I don't know if you guys seen this one, but it was a game with LSU and Southern. I think it was like the year before, or actually earlier this year. There's a random guy just walking on the field, just standing on the field like after like the play happens. It's just looking around, and then like it took like security like 10 years to get to him. Then once they get to him, he's like, oh, am I not supposed to be like type of shit, Like you can look it up on Come On Man, dude. It was, oh my gosh, that lost me. I thought it was tripping when I first saw that. Like, so
I wonder how people be getting on the field just that easy.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's the first thing that came to mind. It's like, where's security? Like they're literally looking at the crowd. It's like, what? Crazy.
Running the crowd naked and
yeah, it's
going,
like
I don't know what. It's not worth it at the end. Like you get banned from you can't even go to the games no more. Like
for life, yeah, dude. For real.
It's like what you do on flights. Like, why would you do that? Now you can't fly.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, I can't imagine how plastered the dude was at the same time. Like,
oh, you definitely got to be on something. You gotta be on something.
Shit, man. But yeah, that's my vote for sure.
I got a couple of what the hell moments that I'll discuss. First of all, what the hell is going on with the damn Detroit Pistons? You don't go a whole month in the league in the NBA now where it's parity. It's parity. Everybody got stars on their team. Everybody can win at any point of the season. You go a whole month in November, don't win that one game, and you lose in any way possible. You lost close, got blown out. You had the lead in the first half, lost in the second half. You went on second half run, still came up short. You got stars on this team. You had Dwayne Casey as your coach. Now you got Monty Williams. And you still are terrible. Just awful. It ain't like they starting over like the Spurs or the Wizards. You got people with nothing to lose on. I can't explain it.
Or at this point, like Wemby is already taken. Like,
oh man, like what? I don't know. I don't know about
tough,
Pistons.
Man. That's
And
tough.
I almost shed a tear when I recorded this with Korrea I still remember the Pistons when I was growing up. When they had Rasheed Wallace, Matt, you know about these days.
Oh,
Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace,
Chauncey Billups,
Chauncey Billups, talk about it. And then
Rick Hamilton,
and Tayshaun Prince. And now you got. I even remember
locking everyone up.
Yeah, beat the Lakers, and now they just been reduced to this.
Yeah, I saw a post, and this was even before the on Reddit or something. This was even before the losing streak of a frustrated fan saying, "Should we randomly kill 5 of these players to trigger a disaster draft?" Like that is how desperate these fans are.
That's just twisted. That's twisted. Wow.
Yeah. I got another honorable mention, what the hell moment, and it just recently happened. It happened in college basketball. North Dakota State got a little bit of love to the FCS schools. Mm-hmm. Oak Hill Christian Academy. You know what the final score was of that game? It was 108-14. And if you see how this game, you question why the hell did anyone even schedule this game? You're watching this Oak Hill school shoot. It makes you want to go yourself go try out for them because you were saying what the hell the entire time. Just do yourself a favor. You got low self-esteem today. Go Google highlights from that game. You'll feel better about yourself.
Oh my God. Yeah, they gotta be the worst feeling ever. I'm gonna tell you what, I used to be a head coach of a youth basketball team. I lost bad. I'm not gonna talk about the scores. Just know that I have my I'm just not gonna talk about it. But my other what the hell moment is Draymond Green just back UFC backhanding people, stepping on people's chests, body slamming, just what's going on with Draymond? What's going on with him? Is he bored? Does he want to go home? I don't know, man. Some man, I don't think he likes basketball no more. I just don't think he likes basketball no more. He just find a way to trying to go home.
His new call is going to UFC.
Dude, I saw this video about Draymond where it's this dude's yo, this dude needs to play for the Steelers with his aggression, dude.
He signed that AEW can use some superstars and sign him.
For real.
Oh, man. Draymond.
Could I mention an honorable mention for me?
Yeah.
What the hell moment? I literally was thinking what the hell so many times when I see the Browns are probably gonna make playoffs with Joe Flacco as their quarterback.
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah. This dude came out of the darkness. Yeah. Dude, it was are you serious? That's crazy. I don't know. Joe Flacco, man. I didn't expect him to do that, do that great, even the way he did the last few games. It's just I don't know. That shit's crazy to me.
Good for Joe Flacco, though. Good for Joe Flacco.
Yeah, for sure. But damn, what the hell? That came out of nowhere.
What the hell moment? All right, we had a lot of what the hell moments. All right, let's talk about 2024. 2024, the things that we're looking forward to as far as the sports realm is concerned. We got some things going. There's going to be some headlines. 2024, I'm sure it's going to be a crazy year. What are a couple of things that you are looking forward to, Korrea, in 2024 in sports?
So basically, Stacey, for me, I would say, I'm looking forward to the draft picks in the NBA and in the NFL. So mostly, obviously, for my teams like the Steelers and the Lakers. And I'm also looking forward to the Super Bowl, even though the Super Bowl is more covering from this season. I'm still looking forward to everything to come, with that. So I'm really hoping that when it comes to 2024, I just hope that the Steelers come September, I hope that they have a better season. I hope that they have everything. I hope that during the offseason they get their stuff sorted out. Because we talked about moments ago, I'm not liking what's going on. It's just sickening. It's disgusting. If I'm being quite honest, it is disgusting seeing this team just play the way they are And like you said, I love my Steelers as much as I love them, and I'm such a big diehard fan. I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself, and say, oh, yeah, like the Steelers don't suck. Like they're a good team, blah, blah, blah. But they do suck. They're terrible. And, I've came to that realization and I've accepted that. And you just cannot play like that in a professional league. You just cannot do that. It's just, it doesn't look right. How can I forget the Dodgers too? My Dodgers. I'm really hoping that the Dodgers come out, and I'm sure they will because we got that big player, as as we talked about, you know, we have Otani, and so I'm really excited to see what he's gonna bring. I'm probably gonna try to go to like one or two baseball games, like Dodger games, when the season starts. So I'm really hoping that they, definitely they should make the playoffs. So I'm really having high hopes for them, and the Lakers. I really hope that the Lakers have a great season too. We just won the play-by-play in season tournament last weekend. And so I'm proud of them for that. And so I just hope that they run it back again and keep it going. And basically, yeah. So I just have some good hopes for my teams next year. And, especially the Steelers, I really hope that they do better and get their stuff together, because what is happening right now, it's not it. It ain't it.
And also the Dodgers picked up Tyler Glasnow from
Oh yeah, that's right.
from the Tampa Bay Rays. So that was another good pickup for them. So yeah, Dodgers are definitely in for a big 2024. Matt, what are you looking forward to in 2024?
One thing I'm looking forward to is the upcoming Super Bowl. I already got my prediction. I'm predicting Baltimore and San Francisco in the Super Bowl. I want to Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle and them boys. Can they finally break through? They've been so close the last few years. And then I'm also looking at Lamar. That Ravens team just looks explosive this year. They've overcome a lot of injuries and adversity, and they're not letting it get them down. They got if I remember correctly, they got the number 1 seed in the AFC currently. So that's my predictions, and that's what I'm looking forward to. And of course, I'm looking forward to seeing if my Denver Nuggets can repeat, bring a second title back to the Mile High City. Can Nikola Jokic maybe net a third MVP? We will see. And then I'm also looking forward to what's going to happen in college basketball for both the men's and women's. It seems like there's a lot of parity this year for both of them. So who knows what could happen? Maybe we will see a 16 seed reach the Final Four for the first time. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
All right. I think the Nuggets, if they repeat, they'll be the first repeat in the NBA since the
Warriors, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, that's gonna be mighty impressive if they get that done. And they have the will to get that done. We're gonna save that prediction of Baltimore and San Francisco. We're gonna see if that actually happens.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I like it though. I like it. That both of them have a great shot reaching the Super Bowl. Noah, what are you looking forward to in 2024? What's on your radar?
Well, it's always going to be Super Bowl for me. I'm always excited to watch that game. Will the Niners finally get Shanahan the ring? Will this finally be the year that they stay healthy and get the job done with Mr. Irrelevant at the quarterback realm? Shohei Otani, same thing. That's going to be the biggest anticipated event in baseball next year for sure. College football playoffs. Washington and Texas are facing off, and I believe is that the All-State Bowl, and what's the other one? Michigan and Alabama for the Sugar Bowl. So and then the national championship is going to be exciting to see for me too. I'm always excited to see the national championship. So it's also good for me. It's also exciting for me to see Washington up there too, because they're not usually a top team until like this year with Michael Penix at quarterback, really like putting them on the map and taking them to that spot. So yeah, very exciting to see those events mostly coming in the sports realm next year.
Yeah, Washington and Texas too, who's back to national prominence, just to see them back in there too. After being mediocre-ish, for some time now, there's just exciting to see. I wrote down some things about what I'm looking forward to 2024. Speaking of the 49ers, I got them and the Cowboys on my radar. If one or both fall short of the Super Bowl, for the Cowboys side, Dak Prescott is on the line. If they don't make it, will this be the end of the Dak Prescott era in Dallas? Will they go into a new direction? What's going to happen with their offense? It's going to be a lot of fallout. I think it's going to be a lot of changes with the Cowboys if they fall short once again. They almost have zero excuse to, not get it done. And then for the 49ers, it's like that for a certain extent. You got the team. You traded for Christian McCaffrey. You got playmakers on offense you was looking for to help out Brock Purdy. You got a great offensive line. You got a great defense. Kyle Shanahan, you've been there for a while. He hasn't gotten the big one. I think he's 0-2. I think he's 0-2 in Super Bowls. Lost to the Ravens and then lost to the Chiefs. And then they had a 10-point lead against the Chiefs in that Super Bowl. Will they be going with another direction? It's something worth watching because they should have been in the Super Bowl too. I'm glad they lost against the Rams, but that wasn't good for them, last year, especially with them sweeping us. So I'm looking forward to that. What's going to happen with that, the fallout. Some few other things. Who's going to be the new face of the NBA? LeBron is on his way out. Steph is getting older. KD doesn't really want to be the face. Luka kind of don't want to be the face. Jokic want to stay out the spotlight. People hate Joel Embiid. And it's like who is going to be that guy that's going to carry the NBA as far as market wise, as far as being the face, plastered around the world? Is it going to be Wembanyama? Like, I don't know. It's like the NBA is in this weird time where they have a lot of stars, they have a lot of great players, but every era you have that one that just carries the whole NBA. You had the MJ, had the Magic Johnson, you had LeBron. As a matter of fact, you had Steph with LeBron too. It's like, who's going to be next? Who's going to be that next guy? That's what I'm looking forward to. That can the Aces three-peat in the WNBA. That's my squad right there. Asia Wilson, the MVP. Candace Parker probably going to come back. They pretty much got the same team, but got to watch out now. These teams, the teams WNBA, they're building up. I'm pretty sure the Liberty going to be on a mission next year. After they fell short, you still got the Washington Mystics who trying to come up. You got the Connecticut Sun who didn't have their MVP. No, not the MVP. Then one of their great players down the stretch, Breonna Jones, who went out with an injury. So that kind of derailed things. It's going to be tough for the Aces, but it's worth watching 2024. And then my last one is, I know this is more entertainment. It's not really sports, but you got to show them some love because this year they've been killing it. And next year it's going to be great for them. The WWE is back in the forefront.
Yes,
I know there's some WWE fans on this podcast. The WWE been killing it this year with Roman Reigns as their champion. Seth Rollins doing great. They brought back CM Punk. They brought back Cody Rhodes. You got the Usos who split apart, but then I know they're going to have a WrestleMania match. You got Gunther as the Intercontinental Champion. He had a long reign. Brock Lesnar's lurking in the shadows. Might go against Gunther. Logan Paul. Logan Paul is the champ. United States champion. Who's going to step up with that? They got a lot of things going for them. Let me show the ladies some love side too. You got Bianca Belair who's trying to find her way again. And then also you got Bayley, who's everybody looking to be the new face of the women's division. So they got a lot of stuff going for them. WWE was, dipping down the prior, 4 or 5 years. The product was getting there. They had the AEW was coming up, giving them a scare for their money. But 2023, they've been killing it. They've been killing it in 2023. And I'm looking forward to 2024. I got my subscription to Peacock. I get to watch Royal Rumble in WrestleMania, and I'll be there front and center. So there's my list for 2024. What you think about that, fellas?
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I forgot. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say I forgot about the WWE, man. That's a great topic to bring up, man. Like I noticed that there's like going around tour and like doing certain shows more that I hear about. And yeah, that's good to hear that they're inclining and coming back up on that. Um and then when you talked about like the face of the NBA, like who's going to be the new face of the NBA, I was like, there's one name that was popping in my head. I want it to be so bad, but I'm not sure if it will be. I want it to be John Morant so bad, but yeah.
It should have been, man.
Yeah, and no, bro, it's like fuck, that dude is so good. Like he's my favorite basketball player to watch. Like, oh my god, but yeah. We'll see how it goes though.
Matt, any comments, Matt?
Anthony Edwards is another name I kind of had in mind for that next NBA. Who knows?
That's a good one.
The other thing about Kyle Shanahan, remember he was also part of that blown 28-3 lead in that Super Bowl against England. So he's got that looming over his shoulder. And then speaking of the WNBA, can we please get a WNBA team in Denver? Come on, like come on.
Denver.
Why not?
Denver, y'all ready for that? Has there been talks in Denver about a WNBA team?
I think I did see something like a couple months ago, like kind of a rumor around about it. So who knows?
Yeah, I still think they should bring the Shock back and the Houston Comets. I think they should come back too.
Yeah.
Bring them back. Maybe they become the Denver Comets. You never know.
I used to watch the WWE like with my dad a lot, like as a kid, like Raw and all that. But then I like stopped watching wrestling when I got older.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but they coming back now. And then my boy back, my boy from St. Louis, RKO Randy Orton is back.
Oh,
he's challenging Roman Reigns to the championship match at the Royal Rumble. I don't know if he's gonna win, but at least he's back.
Back and bad. I don't know. I'm trying to think too much.
All right, but that was the end of the 2023 recap episode from Stacey on Sports. Once again, I'm your main host, Stacey Carter II, joined by the Korrea Lewis, the Matt Huff, the Noah Urudia. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter, not X, Twitter. And also follow us on Instagram. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching all year long, 2023. It was an amazing year for us. We're looking forward to 2024. Got some brand new things, some brand new twists in store for this show. Going to be bigger and better than ever. And about damn time we start making some money. So it's coming. It is coming. We'll see y'all next year. Thank you very much.